short 13 years, Kei'Mani was enrolled in 6 different schools, and tonight we're hearing from some of the people from those schools who say she came to school with potential signs of abuse.
Michael Sandlin joins us. Michael, what did they have to say to you?
Well, Kaylee, Jeff, they say they tried to sound the alarm and it fell on deaf ears. I spoke to a classmate of Kei'Mani's who says she tried to tell a teacher, and I spoke to a teacher who says she tried to tell CSB. In both instances, the person they tried to help is now gone.
She came to school with bruises on her arms.
That's 7th grader Imani Fisher, a classmate of Kei'Mani's from her most recent school, Spring Elementary. Fisher says she would often see Kei'Mani come into class with visible markings, so she and other students decided to say something to a teacher.
She said she would deal with it, but I don't think nothing happened.
TPS representatives say they have no records of abuse against Kei'Mani to either CSB or TPD. But it's also not the first time someone has raised concerns about what was going on inside Latigue's home. Kayleen Harabedian was her 6th grade English teacher at Bennett Venture Academy, the last school she attended before spring. Harabedian says she also spotted visible markings and bruises on Kei'Mani.
It's hard because, especially in a role like education, your day doesn't end at 3:30. You take these things home with you. They weigh on you. I'm a parent myself, and I tried my best to make sure that she was removed from that environment.
Harabedian claims she put in multiple calls to CSB. Kei'Mani's grandmother, legal guardian Dorothy Latigue, says they did come knocking on her door, but she denies there was any abuse in the home.
I've went through this twice because the school system had contacted CSB on her behalf when she went to Bennett Academy. And they came in, they did a case study, and closed it. They've stated there's a way to chastise children without physically harming them. You need to whoop them on their behind, nowhere else. So, okay, with that in mind, I knew that.
It's important to note Dorothy Latigue is currently not charged with any crime, and Kei'Mani was allowed to continue living with her following the alleged CSB check-in.
It just fell on deaf ears, and I think that had she been investigated more, this was looked more into, she would 100% be alive today.
Wednesday morning, a new piece of graffiti has been sprayed on the burned-out home where Kei'Mani's body was found. CSB, where's your accountability? A question city council members like Susanna McPherson are asking now as well.
I want to hear from CSB. We all do. What happened? What was the missing link? Where was the disconnect?
We reached out to Lucas County Children's Services to see if they had any reports of abuse against Kei'Mani. They tell us that any reports they might have would be protected by Ohio privacy laws and would not be fit for public reporting. However, they tell us they're planning on holding a press conference Friday morning so they can clear the air. Reporting in East Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL.